Welcome to So That Reminds Me, Reminder Publishing's bi-weekly podcast discussing Western Mass news. My name is Dennis Hackett.
And I'm Laura LaBelle.
And we'll be your host for today's episode. On this week's episode, we're going to be talking to Holyoke's Grand Colleen, Moira Reardon, about her experience becoming this year's Colleen and her journey to get to this point. But before we get into that, Lauren, how are things going for you?
Everything is going good. How about you? You just returned from your trip.
Yeah. So I went to Dallas this past weekend. It was fun. Went to a One Piece convention there. For those that don't know, One Piece is kind of one of the longest-running anime/manga series. But one of my friends had an extra ticket, and he was like, "Hey, you want to come?" And I was like, "Yeah." I desperately needed a little trip away from here, so it was nice to do that.
That's great.
Yeah. But, I mean, the convention was kind of a mess, very poorly organized, but it was like their first one, so you kind of got to cut them some slack. But, yeah, so that was that. But one of my friends that I've known for like 10 years lives down in Dallas, so I got to see him, and we spent a couple of days together, so that was really good.
Fun.
Yeah.
Outside of the convention, did you do anything?
Tried lots of food, lots of good drinks, so that was fun. I was telling Lauren this morning, but I went to a Mexican place, and they had a margarita with like rosé in it, and it was amazing.
That sounds so good.
They also had churros with like chocolate in the middle.
Ooh.
But like not like a hard chocolate, like a, I don't know, like a hot fudge type of deal. It was so good.
That sounds really good.
And then I ended up going to a Dallas Mavericks game on Sunday as well, so that was cool.
How was that?
It was good. The way I looked at it was the tickets are way cheaper than Celtics tickets, like less than half the price probably, for really good seats. But I wanted to go see like Kevin Durant play for the Suns because I've never seen him play, and it would probably be the last opportunity I would get to. So,
cool.
Yeah.
How was the weather down there?
So it was good. Friday and Monday were really nice. Like Friday was 85 degrees, I want to say, and then Monday was 70-ish. But Saturday and Sunday were really cold and rainy, so that was kind of disappointing.
Well, at least it's not too cold here anymore.
Yeah, I know. I came back right at the right time.
Too upsetting when you get off the plane.
Yeah.
No more snow. So.
Knock on wood. Knock on wood.
Spring will soon be here.
There's been too many times where it's been like this, and then we get a snowstorm in April or something. So let's hope we don't get that this year.
I know. So St. Patrick's Day is next week, and the Holyoke Parade is coming up, the road race, all the fun events. Are you attending any of those?
I'm not. It's hard for me to get out there sometimes. I definitely want to go in a future year, but when I was little, we used to go like every year with my dad and his side of the family. I vaguely remember riding in a police car with my grandpa, who was a sergeant for the Springfield Police Department back in the day, but that's all I can really remember from that. I was little, like maybe 3 years old.
Oh,
but yeah.
That's fun.
Lauren, is there anything you're looking forward to from the holiday, or?
No, admittedly, I've never been to the Holyoke St. Patrick's Day Parade. I'm from Connecticut, so I didn't even know about it until basically when I started working here. But I would love to attend in future years. But no, we don't do anything crazy. We usually have like corned beef and cabbage meal every year. I am 25% Irish, 50% Irish, so that's about it.
yeah, that's normally what we do every year. But before we kind of get into today's interview, we did a whole bunch of St. Patrick's coverage that is available online or in your probably most recent edition of the Reminder. The most recent one. We put together features on all the Colleens, so if you're in one of the towns or cities with a Colleen, make sure to check out the feature on them. We're obviously talking to Moira Reardon today, since she's from Holyoke, and Holyoke's the kind of mecca for St. Patrick's in Western Mass.
Yes.
There's plenty of coverage for you to check out if you'd like to at thereminder.com or in your most recent paper. All right, well, we'll dive right into our interview with Moira after a quick break.
Prime, your guide to your best life after age 50, is changing for 2025. All the news and information you've come to rely on and more will now be coming to you in a bigger, better edition of Prime every quarter. Look for the first new Prime of 2025, our Wellness Edition, at your favorite pickup location in January. And if the Prime audience is the target market for your goods and services, reach out to Sales Manager Scott Green at 525-6695 to grow with us.
Are you hearing wedding bells? Take a deep breath. Go Local Magazine has your back. Our wedding special section is your one-stop resource to the best in local photographers, caterers, florists, venues, and so much more. Get inspired by the couples who share their special day with us. Then check out the experts who created their perfect event. It's all here and all at your fingertips in Go Local. And are you an advertiser looking to reach local couples planning a wedding? Contact Sales Manager Scott Green at 525-6695 to be part of Go Local Weddings.
We are here with Moira Catherine Reardon, Holyoke's Grand Colleen, and we're going to ask her a few questions about her experience and becoming a Colleen. So, Lauren, do you want to get started with our first question here?
Yes, welcome.
Thank you.
So what made you want to pursue becoming Holyoke's Colleen?
So ever since I was a little kid, I just looked up to the Colleens. At first I didn't really know what the whole experience was about. But as I grew up, my family and my friends, we all learned about it and taught each other about it. And going to school, the Colleens would visit every year, so they would talk to us about it and stuff. So I was really inspired by them, and I always wanted to get more in touch with my Irish heritage. So I thought, what better way to do that than do the Colleen contest?
Right.
And then, kind of speaking the journey to get here, in the article that Trent wrote, he mentioned that you would participated in the Future Colleen's contest. So can you kind of tell us a little bit about that and how that was?
Yeah, so I went to Blessed Sacrament School in Holyoke, and I think they do it at MD too, at Mater del Rosa. And it's basically a contest where the girls can sign up. I think it's just the middle school girls, but they write a page-and-a-half essay and just explaining why they want to be Future Colleen and why it's important to them. So getting to do that was a really special experience, just to get in the spirit of things.
Mm-hmm. So then that's obviously very different than the actual Colleen
contest.
Yeah,
it was a lot less pressure. Yeah. For sure. Yeah, it was a fun little thing to do, just to get kids in the spirit and want to hopefully in the future participate in it.
Do you think that helped prepare you in any way?
It was, even though it was a long time ago, I think a little bit. Just because we got to meet the Colleens and speak to them more in depth about what the competition really is. So yeah, I think it helped out a lot.
Right.
And then I know you mentioned your Irish heritage a little bit. Do you want to share a little bit of that with us and kind of how it's gotten you to this point so far?
Yeah. So my great-great-grandparents on both sides are from Ireland. I didn't get to meet them, but I grew up with my great-grandparents. They were still around. So they were really vocal about, being proud of your Irish heritage, and they really taught me and my sisters about all of our Irish heritage and stuff.
We'll get right back to our interview after a quick ad break.
We get it. You're busy, but you want to be connected to your local community. If you're not reading The Reminder, Western Mass's free weekly newspaper, you're missing out on the heartbeat of your town. Stay in the loop with all the latest buzz, from local stories to community updates and exciting events. It's all in The Reminder. Just log on to thereminder.com and dive into the hometown news you love. To subscribe to receive The Reminder at your home, call 413-788-1316. Don't miss a beat. Your town, your stories, your community for over 60 years. The Reminder. We are hometown news. Since the founding of Reminder Publishing over 60 years ago, The Reminder has brought local businesses together with their customers through our advertising and coverage. Over the past 4 years, The Reminder has been adding to its reporting and expanding our readership, while other newspapers in the region, state, and country have scaled back or closed. We want local community journalism to thrive and grow, and are asking our readers and listeners to support and participate. The Reminder Press Club's mission is to ensure that local journalism is sustainable and leading healthy community discussions. The Reminder Press Club is a way for you to support the crucial work of professional reporters covering the vital stories in our community. Learn more about the Reminder Press Club or join at reminderpressclub.com.
So now that you have been crowned the Grand Colleen, how does it feel to have achieved that goal?
I'm still pinching myself. I put the crown on in the car before I got out, and I was it's just crazy to think that it's mine, and I actually achieved, something that I've wanted to for so long.
Right.
I think like once I'm actually like on the float, like going down the parade route, it might sink in a little bit, but
Feel real again.
yeah, exactly.
And then, what has the experience been like so far? What are your kind of biggest takeaways from it so far?
Yeah, it's been great so far. The girls that I'm with, they're all awesome, and they bring something so unique to the experience. It's definitely, we've been busy, but, all of us being together and experiencing this all together, it makes it so much more fun. So it's been awesome.
Yeah, so going off of that, what has it been like working with your court? Do they have like a large presence at the events that you're a part of as well?
Oh yeah. I wouldn't be able to be at these events without any of them. I think I would probably lose my mind a little bit. They're all wicked great. We go around to like spots in the community. We went to the YMCA last week. We were talking with the kids there and like the daycare classes and stuff, so that was great. And they all are just my rock during all of this, so it's great with them.
Mm-hmm.
So safe to say it's kind of been a smooth transition from competing to kind of working together as a group.
Oh yeah. We're all getting pretty close, and I've known most of them. Like I've grown up with most of them. So this is just making us that much more closer.
Mm-hmm.
So it's awesome.
It's great. So what are you most looking forward to from the parade and the other events that are coming up?
One thing that I've always like been looking forward to is shooting the gun to start the road race. I think that's really cool. But going down like the parade route, I'm so excited to see like my friends and family all together because they're all going to be on Hitchcock Street. So I'm very excited for that moment to see all of them.
So now, obviously, you've been to the parade in the past, right?
Yeah.
What's it
every
kind
year.
of? How weird do you think it's going to be from going to being a spectator to actually being in it now?
It might be a little weird just because I'm usually the person cheering for the other people. So I don't know. It'll be an experience for sure. But it's once in a lifetime. So I'm very excited for it.
Mm-hmm. And so obviously you're going to be a part of the parade and the other events. But what are some of the day-to-day duties of being a Colleen?
Just staying on top of my schoolwork and going to work and all of that. Today was like one of my first days off in a few weeks, so I've been pretty busy. So yeah, just trying to balance all of that is really the key.
Was there anything else about this process, anything that we did not talk about that you would like to share?
I think just like for like the future like generations that like might like that are thinking about doing the contest, I just want to say like you definitely should take the step and push yourself out of your comfort zone and really take the chance and do it because it's really rewarding and it's worth it. So
Perfect.
Yeah, I think that's basically
Awesome. Perfect. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming out here.
Of
and
course.
interviewing with
Yes,
us.
we really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
That wraps another episode of So That Reminds Me.
Thank you for listening. We'll be back with another episode in 2 weeks.
Thanks for listening to So That Reminds Me, produced by Western Massachusetts news source Reminder Publishing. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, find the latest news at thereminder.com, and follow Reminder Publishing on Instagram at Reminder Publishing, on X at The Reminder MA, and on Facebook. Reminder Publishing, we are hometown news.